a thing?
Yeah, it breaks down everything into lines, and you can even like delete lines and like bend them and stuff. It's amazing.
Oh my god.
If you like waves and sound, then that's the favorite thing.
Oh jeez. I heard there was a program that could translate colors into sounds, and so you could turn like a painting into a sound.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, but I mean, like drawing a shape and then turning that into a sound, that would be amazing.
Drawing a shape and turning it into a sound.
Yeah.
All right, man, whatever you're smoking.
You can do that on Spear too.
That's what he just described.
I was busy trying to figure out if this dropped sample warning from Audition is going to mean anything bad. Probably won't, though. It's probably throwing a fit because my mic's set to like 192 and not 40. Yeah, but Audition's set to 44, 100.
Probably.
I like to set it to max, even though I'll never know the difference.
You can tell the difference when you change bit rates, though. That's serious.
I mean, yeah. And maybe if I had a, actual studio quality headset.
You know what I use, and what I've been paying attention since I started like looking into like podcast type stuff. A lot of people use the Yeti USB mic, and
the Blue Yeti.
It's actually a pretty decent mic.
Yeah, I heard about that one as well.
Yeah, people are always like, "Oh, make sure you have like a separate microphone, a separate headset," because generally that just does so much better.
I mean, I spent the $100 and got the Blue Yeti, and that's how I know it's actually a good mic.
I mean, I'd like to do that, except I don't. I move my stuff around a lot between like home, college, and wherever else. So I mean, it's just so much more convenient to have a headset I just plug in and plug out.
I don't know. I have other like condenser mics and dynamic mics and cables and preamps. So
you just get that DAC going.
Having another mic, a really good mic, is not a bad thing for me.
We could spend all day talking about microphones.
You have no idea how happy that would make me.
Well, I guess D&D's canceled, guys. We're talking about microphones now. This is now a podcast on microphones in audio quality.
Microphone Talk 20.5.
Very interesting. I'm sure everyone will be riveted in their seats.
I mean, they will be, because I have a rivet gun that I will be making use of tonight.
And we have the microphone to capture it in perfect quality. Okay, I have a little bit of a tradition. Half of it is you guys going through. We get on the list, starting with the elf, cleric, magic user, thief, and I get your name, physical description, what you actually are, and usually it's just anything else that you feel like making up on the spur of the moment. This time, it is you have to explain how you are connected to these other people.
Oh boy.
Because I would just give you a little bit of background. This you guys were called into the province. Is it province? I think it's province.
It is now. Power of God.
Come on.
We'll say it's a province.
Yeah, it's like a province called Andavar in the kingdom of Dunador, because holy shit, is that a D&D sentence? But you were called up from the south by somebody. It was either the guy directly, or you had a contact that actually got you in, and somebody's offering you guys a job. With the head of the royal council is Holland. I'm pretty sure it's Lord Holland. Yeah, but he's head of the royal council, and some way or another, you guys got word that there's something needs to be done, and it's something extremely dangerous. Like, seriously, it's dangerous. And something secret, which is why you're supposed to be meeting them at the Three Feathers Inn. which is along the south end of Andavar. And you guys are okay, so who's gonna, it would definitely be the cleric out front, right? So we'll just say wherever the cleric is, that's the official location kind of thing. So it's important that the cleric not move himself around all over the place. Let's see, 25, 20. So like nearly 50 miles away. So you might be as much as a couple days travel away from the Three Feathers then. But yeah. Yeah, that's half of it, is just making up physical description, whatever else you want to make up about the character, and then how you're connected to this group. The other half is this. So, Elf, first off, what is your name?
It's always me that goes first, isn't it?
I don't know, probably.
My name is Alo Amore. Yeah. I look no older than, say, the boy you'd send off to middle school. He stands a whopping 5 feet 1 inches. And he looks like you could probably pick him up and throw him a good distance. And yet somehow this small child is donning scale mail, a giant-ass glaive, and a sling hanging off one side, as well as various items sticking out of his backpack. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Let's see. What? I guess I get to start off how this whole group's connected, isn't it? Ooh. My sex is not occasionally. Thank you very much. I changed that and I logged out. I changed it, logged out. It didn't change. Let's see.
I put his sex in as occasionally.
Yeah. But be warned, although he looks like he's just a wee teen, he's lived much longer than probably all of you. Suck it. But, let's see. Why would I be traveling with this bunch of hooligans?
I've just had an idea. Everybody roll a d20.
Alright, hey.
Okay, 13. 20. Oh, okay.
Someone
Someone
just rolled a 20.
Oh,
No.
wait, I think I might have accidentally just rolled a 20. One second.
You just typed 20. That's
I don't know how to use these newfangled. Okay.
Yeah,
I
you
rolled
got
right.
Okay. Jeez.
He rolled a 20. Legitimate 20.
What about the magic user?
15.
15.
15? Oh, pfft. You were the only one that wasn't yellow, so I was like, she hasn't rolled.
Well, I'm not quite sure how you did the yellow, so I'll just.
You
stick
have to
with
do
this roller.
the double brackets on both
Okay,
sides.
so
Oh, that. Got it.
Reginald the cleric, you're the one who actually got the offer of the job. That it's dangerous, that the fate of the entire kingdom might be at stake, and that it's utter secrecy and time is of the essence. So basically, he's the one who got the job offer. So you guys have to connect yourselves to him. Basically. Okay, sorry, Elf.
Okay, I guess I could work with this.
Well, since I'm the one connecting, can I throw something out that might be a pretty good explanation for everybody?
Go for
Sure,
it.
yeah.
I think it would be a pretty good explanation is if I posted something on in the town hall or something. You know, they'll have like message boards or looking for like a Craigslist sort of thing. And I could have put up a searching for group to help me with this mission.
That's probably perfect.
Oh, hey, let's just copy paste that about 3 times. Yeah. I almost wanted to go through this whole story of how he saved my great my awesome father from like a giant bear attack or something. But yeah, let's work with that one.
I mean, you absolutely can know him
I
already
mean, I
if you
can
want.
still save your grandpa from a bear or whatever.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. See, here's how this all went down,
Wait,
right?
your grandpa, you're
Not
the
my
oldest.
grandfather, like my father.
No, your grandpa was the bear. Okay, I got it.
You are by far the oldest one here.
Well, see, it's not. Let's see, this could have happened like rather recently, is what I'm saying. Alright, we were just getting chomped on by bears, and then here comes our boy Cleric, running through like, "Don't worry, man, I got you." He kneeled down, prayed. The bears caught fire. Alright, so they ran off on fire, and I was like, "Oh, dude, what can I do?" And he could be like, "I got a job, and you can help me." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And now I'm here.
Sounds good. Hey, it worked first time. Oh.
Oh, cool.
Got a little API set up so that we don't have to spend too much time rolling initiative because it rolls it for you automatically. And it factors in your dex bonus already.
That's nifty.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so there's that. There's an elf. Alomore looks young.
Hello, amore.
Short and thin.
Short and thin and has the face of a child.
Mm-hmm.
And pointy ears.
Like all children.
Yeah, like all elves.
Okay, cleric then.
All right, so my guy is Sir Reginald. I forgot what I made his last name. Here, 1 second.
Butterscotch.
No, Sir Reginald Traphauser.
Dumps bottom? Oh, okay.
So yeah, he's a human cleric. He's pretty tall and lanky. He's fairly young. He just turned 21. He's got this kind of up jump start attitude about him. He's very, very, very pious, and he does not mind stepping in to enforce everybody around him to be just as pious as him. Big Bible thumper, And he's got a real big maul, giant hammer, where he holds his holy symbol on the side of it. Wears chainmail and doesn't like fun.
That is both generic and specific. It's pretty nice. I do not like fun. Fun? Not a fan.
Yeah, who likes fun things like
Okay,
games?
so what does he look like again?
Oh, well, I said he's kind of tall, lanky. Let's give him kind of like light brown hair, real short cropped. Not particularly good looking, real plain.
Okay.
I just realized I didn't give my character any hair.
Okay.
Oh,
Looks like it's Abigail, which is an awesome freaking name.
All right. So, my character is Abigail Reader, the magic user. She's very tall, 5'9". Her basic story is that basically she had her own little wizard's tower because she comes from a rich family where she liked to do various experiments and such. Unfortunately, one day her experiments with potions didn't work that well. It turned into this poisonous gaseous cloud that unfortunately billowed out from her tower. And she felt the urgent need to relocate once the townspeople with their pitchforks and torches came by. She didn't have time to grab much, so she went looking for the first job that she could find, which happened to be posted offer from Reginald.
Neat. Is she bald too? Or did I just miss the hair?
She has short, spiky hair.
Oh,
Oh, and she doesn't wear the typical wizard robe because, you know, she doesn't have to.
Celestial.
what does she wear then?
You know, she's wearing the typical, you know, trousers, nice blouse.
Hmm. Okay. Doesn't dress like a wizard.
Well, no, that's just asking to get killed.
Okay. And then we are on to the thief.
Hello. Big Terry McCluskey, in his former life, was a habitual pig stealer. He would just steal pigs all the time. And so he went to prison, and now he's out, and he's got to do some community service. And so he decided that this would be pretty good community service, adventuring. So he's an ex-con, large gentleman, and yeah, he's kind of fuzzy. I don't know what to say about him. He's got black hair. He looks mean. Real mean guy. But he's actually pretty nice when you get to know him.
So, real quick, did we decide to go with Greyhawk for the deities?
I don't know. What do the rest of you guys think?
Let there be gods of Greyhawk.
Doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
Greyhawk's fine.
Yeah, I just wanted to know because that's going to be a big part of my dude. So if it's Greyhawk, then he'll be a cleric of St. Cuthbert.
Nice.
Wise choice.
Probably wanted to be just a. Oh. What is there? Isn't their holy symbol something like just a club?
I think it depends on. I was looking into it a little bit. They have different roles that they have.
Yeah,
And,
if you're the billet.
One of them I saw like with a star. So I think that's what's going to be his deal. It's going to be a. I don't even know what the star looks like. I guess I could probably look it up here. Okay, yeah, that's all right.
Okay.
That actually would look pretty good on a mall as well.
Would somebody mind checking the stream?
I checked it a little bit ago. It seems to be doing fine.
Like the audio is good. That's the part I always
Yeah.
worry about.
Audio's good.
Okay. Actually would look pretty good on a mall as well.
I can hear us.
Yeah,
Oh, man, it's like, ooh.
it's coming through fine. I don't know if it's coming through on my mic good, but
Yeah. Hide video preview. It's trying to tell me it's offline, but the stream quality is excellent.
Well, I mean, you know, nothing is absolutely perfect.
Who said perfect? Alright, let's see here. Let's update this. Blah. Okay, I updated the thing. Oh. Hey, I just got the beginning of me checking on the video stream. Hey, I see you.
Who see who?
Scooby-Doo?
Ruh-roh.
Now we have a third way to talk to each other.
On stream?
Alright, holy shit, what is this? I'm not sure what that is. Okay, so do any of you actually know each other? Because
Well, I know Aloe Amor.
You
We've been
might know.
hanging out a little bit.
You might know of me. I was pretty notorious in my day.
I see.
I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm not aware of your notoriety.
Okay.
And once you get a feel of my attitude, you might probably think that's a good idea.
All right.
Okay. So,
No.
let's see. Uh-oh. We lost someone.
Oh, I like that profile picture.
Someone down.
Yeah, we lost Terry. Sorry. Thief.
Very tragic.
This stream needs more Pop-Tart.
Tower 1D24.
No, I'm sure he'll be back.
Let's see, month, day, hour. Okay. So 6th month, 7th day, 6th hour.
Oops.
Welcome back.
Oh, there you are.
Back from the dead.
I survived.
Okay, well, you have to re-roll because we just assumed you had a heart attack. Tell your character followed.
Oops.
You see, because it is joke. All right, hold on. I am looking up this. I have like a little like preview book of like an actual Greyhawk setting book. Okay, so month 6 is called Wheel Sun.
Run that by me again.
Let's see. The 7th day is free day. Okay.
There he goes again.
The 7th day is this 3 day.
Okay, so it's 6 a.m. It's a free day, the 7th of Wilson. There we go. Basically, Greyhawk has 12 months. 12 months a year, 28 days per month, 7 days a week. So,
Okay.
So it's 3 day.
yeah, it's like the 7th of June, basically.
What's the rest? Is that like is free day the name of the day of the week?
Yes, it is.
What are the rest of them?
The rest of them are Star Day, Sun Day, Moon Day, God's Day, Earth Day, and Free Day.
Okay, well.
All right.
The months are called Fire Seek, Readying, Cold Even, Planting, Flock Time, Wheel Sun, Reaping, Good Month, Harvester, Patchwall,
Man, I can't wait for the month of reaping.
Ready Reet, and Sun's Ebb.
That's whenever fire rains from the sky and everybody dies.
We'll probably bring that one up. That'll be our doing.
Okay, cool. I think. Okay, so you guys probably now just got through resting for the night. It's about 6 a.m. on free day, which is sort of like the Well, I mean, a free day. Nobody works. Nobody's going to church. It's basically Saturday. But of course, that doesn't matter to you anyway, since you're on the road. But you know, just for the sake of knowing stuff, you don't need to know. So, what you guys up to?
I'm currently grumbling and whittling.
Grumbling and whittling.
I always have my morning ritual of separating myself from everybody in brain.
That makes me more grumbly.
Abigail is, well, unfortunately awake, so she is huddling over a cup of coffee. Assuming they have coffee. Letting it percolate.
Ooh.
I'll be sitting down on a stone, sharpening my Alwyn McGill. Yeah. I'm going to use that name from now on for my glaive.
I sincerely hope so.
I will.
So, what is the thief doing?
Just kind of doing my own thing, being apart from everyone. I said I was whittling.
Oh, you're the grumbler and whittler.
Yes.
Grumble, whittle, griddle. You're gritlin.
Sure.
Okay. Let's see. I'm pretty sure elves hear noises and stuff.
Yeah, we have a good pair of ears on us.
I think I'm thinking of second edition now. Thief, why don't you go ahead and roll your hear noise thing?
Okay. 1 second.
Or you know what? We can do this the authentic way, and you just tell me what your number is.
Okay, I'll do that. My number.
There's a hear noise box?
Listen, it's 25.
Okay, I guess you rolled it anyway.
I just clicked a button by mistake, sorry.
Let's see here. We'll go. What is the order again? Elf, cleric, magic user, and then it's just a 1. So, elf, cleric, magic user. Okay, so you're just grumbling and whittling. You don't notice anything. It's the cleric. You're the one who hears them. It's definitely the sound of men's voices. Something either very large or, just men.
All right, so are we on the road right now? Or did we, I don't think we would, set up a camp on top of the road here. Are you talking about we got up in the morning, complete our rituals, and we went onto the road? Or is this happening, off the road a little bit?
It's also, I just kind of assumed that you guys didn't set up a camp right on the road.
Well, no, that would be a horrible location. You moved back.
But yeah, while you guys are, hanging out in your camp, you're the one who hears the voices first. They're just, they're at a distance, but they do seem to be moving and probably closer than you would, probably moving closer to you, that is. And it's just what you would definitely call a large group. Just kind of being.
So I can tell. I don't know how many people it is. Just that there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, and they're just kind of being loud and raucous and moving through the woods.
And that's through the that's through the woods and not the road, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. That's weird. Going to not word this. All right, guys, that's enough screwing around. Or is there somebody near? You ready?
I'm gonna climb a tree.
Okay. Are you trying to stay hidden? Is that
Yeah, it's gonna be high.
okay? What is your number for hide?
It's 15.
All right. Okay.
I'll withdraw my hammer, making sure that it's evident. My holy symbol on there is very evident.
Okay.
I will put out the fire.
Oh, yeah. Let's do that.
Is it like the waterway or?
The magic way.
Prestidigitation.
Blow it up.
How about no? I put it out the normal way, just take the water next to it and dump it over the fire.
Okay. So you dump the water over the fire, it just kind of goes and starts, billowing smoke the way it does. And you guys hear the voices. They were just kind of walking along, not really paying attention to much of anything, but just being loud. And it sounds like a big group of friends, really. But you notice that you don't quite understand the words they're saying, so it's just kind of like blah, 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 kind of thing. And when she goes over and throws the water onto the campfire and smoke billows up, you hear one voice go, blah.
Oops.
I assume that we all hear them now.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Now, is there any kind of check I can do to determine about how many people I hear? To get a range, whether it's 5 or 15.
Oof.
Do you put your head to the ground and listen for vibrations?
Well, no, I'm just kind of, listening in general just to see at least how many people are talking with each other.
Yeah. I mean, how would you go about doing that in real life?
Maybe trying to distinguish different voices. I mean, the amount of talking, the more people, the louder they're going to be. Like, I don't think I would get a very specific number, but, I think by hearing a group, you can kind of get a feel of how many people around that area.
You'd probably think more than half a dozen.
I think more than half a dozen. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it's not something that we would be able to physically, handle if it was a big fight then. So.
Well, not without a very specific plan.
Right. So it doesn't sound like a fight I want to get into. Let me. So our thief scurried up into a tree.
Yeah.
All right, that kind of sounds like that solidifies our position a little bit. We can't really run without leaving him behind, stuck in a tree.
Well, he can jump from the tree.
Yeah, I can always come back down.
Mm-hmm.
His profile picture may be a cat, but he isn't.
I don't know. I think we should. Well, I think we should get away from the camp because our. I could tell from the sound of the group that they're aware of us now.
Thief, you're up in a tree, so you can see him.
Oh, I can see him?
I mean, if you guys are trying to be quietish, you can't really share that information very effectively, but you would put their number closer at a dozen. Closer to a dozen.
Can I put notches into the thing I was whittling and drop it to the ground where they are?
I mean, they have seen.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at him
Well, I mean, you're trying to pay attention to the voices and trying to get a number.
Oh, okay, so I'm
pretty-
thinking about that. So that's what I'm going to be doing.
I'm pretty hit.
You guys, I mean, you do know that they see your column of smoke and they're coming your direction. So you only have a couple seconds.
Right. Time to relocate.
That's what I think.
Even that, you'll basically just be running from a group.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you can do if that's what you want to do. But
Or we can just confront him. But that's probably going to be what my character would be apt to do.
And who says this is going to turn out to be a fight? Maybe they're like, oh, why is there some random fire in the forest? Let's go check this out.
Yeah, actually,
Right.
now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I want to run. Because
At 6 in the
if I
morning.
ran, that would mean I had something to hide.
All right. You will face this head on while we
Yes.
watch.
So I will, I'll keep my weapon brandished and just kind of move between the sound and everybody else.
okay, so is the idea to kind of put yourself in to the front so that they're kind of the first thing you see?
Yeah, so I'm the first thing that they see.
Alrighty.
So, they're standing by the camp. If they're around the old campfire right now, I would be about 10 feet ahead of them.
Okay. Where's the magic user again?
The magic user would be at the opposite end of the clearing, or
Okay.
where our camp is.
And what was the thing you had ready to go?
Oh, spell? Hold
Yeah.
portal.
Okay. Wait, really? That's the one you had ready to go?
Well, yes, but I thought we would be inside a structure, not on the road.
Ah, okay.
Hindsight.
Yeah, that's how that goes. Sometimes if you choose the wrong tool, it just is not your day. What about the elf?
I will be standing next to the magic user. I'm not as, looking ready to fight. I kind of have, I'm holding my Alwyn McGill in one hand, half in the ground, kind of pointing it straight up.
Mhm.
And I just have, my other hand kind of, resting on my hip, oh, okay, this is just going to be fantastic. Wait to see what happens, and if need be, we'll get between the magic caster and whoever happens to get around our boy cleric.
Yeah, and Abigail is still clenching her mug of coffee.
Okay, so Thief and, well, practically all of you, really. You see that they're kind of fanning out, but they're not doing it very effectively. So it's just kind of clumps of 2 and 3.
Now, at this point, can I tell if they're human or...
They do seem to be human. They seem to be painted up and scarred up and wearing skins and basically everything short of the name tag that says, "Hello, I am Barbarian."
Okay.
I don't know, they look so happy to see us, those tokens.
I mean, they're probably happy to munch on our bones, too.
They're probably hungry. That's what that is.
I can't believe I look delicious.
Well, you look like a child, right?
Yeah, but I've lived for over 100 years.
Well, they don't know that.
I mean, they're about to know that.
Okay, so
What that means.
the one who's kind of you just sort of put yourself out front, and so about 3 of the 5 groups that kind of sort of split out, kind of just beeline for you, since you're the one out in the open.
Okay.
And the guy out front just kind of stops, exchanges a few words with the people around him, and just kind of steps forward and seems to struggle with the words for a second and goes, "Who are you?"
I am Sir Reginald. And you, sir?
He kind of steps forward and he kind of pounds his axe against his chest, and he goes, "Goat smash."
Well met, Good Smash. What be your business today?
Goat.
Goat Smash.
Actually, it's Goat Smash.
I'm named after my father, so like.
Rar.
Get it right.
What is your charisma?
My
Is he asking
charisma
that?
is
I am though.
12.
12, so nothing. Okay. Yeah. Okay, what did you say? He said his name was Goat Smash, and what did you say?
I said, well met, Goat Smash. What's your business here today? What brings you over here today?
He goes, bar.
Oh, I know that.
Seek plunder. You have food.
I look over at our magic uses cup of coffee and debate
I'm
smacking it out
afraid
of her
to tell you,
hand.
sir, there be no plunder here.
We have no armor or weapons either.
He he definitely understands the word no, because his eyes narrow and the ones to his right and left just kind of go. And he goes, we see. We let Axe decide. And then basically charges you.
All right.
We have talking trees. What do they got? Axes?
Initiative. Woo!
Are you kidding me? A
Am I?
1? Alright.
Ah, my combat music. So much better with the combat music. Okay, so Terry, you are up in a tree. You don't seem to have been spotted yet, and you see this lead guy just sort of charge your cleric friend.
I'm gonna toss a knife, I guess. Try to
Okay.
aim for the guy charging.
Just a little bit of explanation. Each of these groups represents like 2 people.
Oh.
You
So,
need to
yeah.
call out BO3-1 and BO3-2.
Yeah. So you chuck a dagger at somebody.
The guy's charging.
Okay. What happens if you successfully sneak up on somebody is that's actually a +4 to the attack on top of whatever else you have, whatever other bonus you have.
Okay. So I'm currently hidden, right? So that would count as me sneaking up on him?
Yep.
Okay.
What is your attack bonus for dagger ranged? It's like 4 usually, right?
4. Yep, it's 4.
Holy shit. So you roll the attack row +8.
Uh-oh.
D20 +8.
All right. Oh. No.
That's what you do with it? Oh, we're gonna get wrecked.
I did that
Oh.
right. Oh,
Holy
man.
Shit. Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
I did that.
so you were like, first thing you did was went and hid in a tree, right? So,
Yeah.
Paladin's kind of out front. These 2 are kind of behind across the field next to each other. You come like within inches of getting him. It's enough for the guy behind him to just go blah, 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 blah. And this group right here, the group to his left, the group closest to you basically, just kind of looks your direction, and now they're headed toward your tree.
Okay, I put my finger up to my lips and shake my head no.
No, Dad, please.
Okay. Abigail.
All right. Assuming they're in range, Abigail will throw a dagger and then run.
Okay, so you run up enough that they're in range, and then run back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess run up, throw, run back.
Yep. Roll your D. What is your attack bonus?
I believe I do not have one. Or wait, for throwing I do.
I mean, everybody has at least +1.
Yeah. So +2 for ranged.
All right, what did you get? Oh, it hasn't been done yet?
No.
Complete miss.
All right, so you throw a dagger and it just kind of lodges into a nearby sapling and just kind of wiggles in place.
Well, at least it'll be easy to find the dagger later, assuming I live.
What it does do is you run up, and this guy that's to the leader's left, but to your right, basically the group to your right, was sort of changing their trajectory to come and meet you, and then you threw a dagger, and you just like shook the sapling and the bushes around it, and so they changed direction and they're going for the bushes.
Really?
They think
Done.
somebody's in there.
Do you want to be the new thief?
No. I'm good.
Okay, here we go.
Now, if only I were a ventriloquist.
Right. I mean, it wouldn't really buy you that much more time, but it would be more entertaining.
It would. It'd be hilarious.
Well, isn't there like a cantrip that can do that?
Hmm.
I'm gonna say no because there are no cantrips of any kind.
I can't believe a message takes up a whole spell
Ah.
slot.
It does. Not worth
Okay,
it.
so these guys are just gonna kind of run up behind, but they're keeping their guard up, so it's not like an all-out run. So basically, those two just get to run up a little bit. Reginald, you've got this guy charging on you. You saw a dagger whiz by, didn't catch him though.
All right. Well, the guy who runs at me is going to get a hammer to the face.
Hammer to the face.
Attack roll. Plus...
Let me see. For you, it's 3.
plus 3, okay.
D20 plus 3.
Please be the one that hits. God damn it.
Did I do it?
How?
Wow.
We used up all the good rolls in character generation, didn't
I
we?
guess so.
Looks like it.
Okay, so both of these guys are going to run up on you. They're not taking any sort of like tact or anything. They're just going to run up and swing just these axes, these stone axes at you.
Zone of terrible.
I mean, it's working for you. Yeah, so you just kind of duck out of the way, almost laughing.
Oh no, definitely laughing.
Oh, okay, there you go. B2, these guys are going to run up to your tree, and they're... Okay, so you know how they're barbarians, just kind of dressed in skins, don't seem to be all that smart either. They're both going to throw down their axes and start climbing up your tree.
Oh my
Wonderful.
god.
Yeah, so they get over there, and then they get about 10 feet up. So at most, they're like 10 feet away from you.
Okay.
At most. Let me see. One, these guys are also keeping their guard up, so they just get to run. The guys to the right, they go over and they check on that bush. They chop that bush to hell. Just like all the while, just going, just like yelling at the bush in a language nobody speaks. Elf time.
All right, roughly how close together are like these three sets of barbarians?
Is it sleep time?
I don't know. How close are these guys?
You have the potential to get 6 of them.
Okay, so they're all within well enough range.
Yep.
Oh,
So
you know
we
what?
So
You
we
know what,
can
I
use
guess-
the rangefinder.
I guess it's gonna be sleep time. You know, I sit there. I just, staff. My Hallwin McGill still just pointing straight up. I just close my eyes, hold out my hand, start muttering things that maybe our magic user might understand, and then with the flash of like purple haze around my hand, I throw out sleep. However, I roll that. What is that?
Okay, hold on. I have actual. Oh no! Is there really not a? Okay, let's try that. Okay. Hold on.
I'm holding on. I am clinching. Are we renaming my spells now? You want me to say this out loud?
I mean, if you wanted to know what the words are.
You know what? That's what's happening. I'm gonna copy that. Control C, right next to sleep. Put that right there in quotes. There we go.
I was
Yeah.
going to see how you pronounce that.
Oh, let's see. Let's see these 2 years of German gut something. Let's see. K-M-C?
German. It's Elvish.
I know, but I spoke German and I can't help but like speak everything else and like the way they pronounce things.
Okay. What alignment is the magic user?
We'll say neutral.
Okay. It only comes up because that affects the languages you speak.
Kaimase. There we go. That's a better one.
Ah, nice. Okay. So he, like, basically just does a bunch of gang signs, and then says those words.
West Side.
And magic user, could you roll 2d20s for me?
Sure.
Accidentally put everyone on our side to sleep.
You can totally do that.
4 and a 3.
Okay. So you speak Elvish and Dwarvish. So you know exactly what he said. He basically just said, "Sleep now."
All right.
And I rolled 2d8, and that's how this all works.
I need at least 6.
Yes, all 6 of them. Reginald, you just kind of hear these Elvish words from behind you, and all 6 that are in front of you just fall down, just sort of, and just
Nice.
light snoring.
I did it.
And these 2 that are right in front of you, one of them falls, and then the other one falls down with their nose in the other one's butt.
Alright, and before I pass the turn along, I'd like to actually put myself in between BO4 and our rather squishy mage.
Okay.
So let's.
So you're kind of making yourself visible to the ones who are hacking the crap out of a bush. Very valiant. Or if you've ever listened to the Game of Thrones audiobooks, go on. I have so much trouble with the way he pronounces stuff. Has anybody else ever listened to those audiobooks?
No.
Yeah, I've listened to most of
No.
them. But
Brian,
Brian and Tire, yeah.
Tyre and Brian. Oh god, what is happening? Reginald,
It's my turn.
they are completely helpless. Same time, that's probably why you wouldn't kill them right now.
Yeah. I see that my thief buddy, or my buddy in the tree, is having some problems over there. Could I run over there and they're both climbing the tree, right? Or is one of them?
Yes, they both left behind their axes and are climbing up the tree.
Now, would it be possible for me to, like, yank one down with a damaging force?
Well, they're about 10 feet up, but they're roughly 6 feet tall. So you could, you could jump up and grab one of their ankles.
Just smash their ankle.
Yeah, you could do that too. Like, you could smash their entire lower half with your big maul.
I think I'm gonna go with the less fatal. I'm gonna run over there and grab one of their ankles and try to throw them down to the ground.
Okay. Let's see. Let's make that them saving against something. Because that's how this usually works. Let's go. And then one of these guys. Also, a thief, you are totally not hidden to these guys.
No, I am.
Not from the guys climbing up the tree.
Is he hidden to the ones that are sleeping?
I'm gonna have to say yeah. But not from the guys who are climbing the tree, because they're coming after you.
Yeah, I don't know why they're climbing that tree. That's weird. It's nothing there.
Alright, here we go. What are they going up against? Let's say Death Ray, Poison, Magic Wands, Paralysis, Turn, Stone, Breath Attack, Broad Staff Spell. Let's call it Paralysis because, I don't know, you're grabbing him. I don't know.
Let me see here.
It's basically any justification.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to figure out what save they roll.
Well, I guess you would stun them, right? Knock wind out of them.
So he absolutely does not save. You grab his ankle and yank him down and knock the wind right out of him.
Cool. Would that do any hit point worthy damage there?
It does.
Oh, nice.
Not enough to kill him though. So what else are you doing?
Let's see. So I will. So how does this guy look now? Like, does he look like he's done fighting, or?
Oh no.
Well, then after I throw him down, I'm going to take my hammer and just kind of drop it on his chest. So I'm going to call that an attack, I guess.
Like you're just gonna let go of it and let it fall on his chest, or what do you mean by drop?
Well, if he's down on the ground, I'm not going to go lumberjack swing down on top of him to explode his chest.
I see what you mean. I thought you were just trying to pin him down by just leaving your hammer there.
It's gonna be like a pin, but very firm. Put a little bit of effort into it.
I
Is
see.
it like a spike on the end of this hammer?
No, I don't.
All right.
Basically, I'm trying to do non-lethal damage here.
Dropping it directly on his heart.
Okay. Sure. Roll that attack.
Alrighty. Attack roll. +8.
+3.
Oh, what did I say? 8. What did I say? 3? Let me roll that again. I don't remember if I hit the wrong.
Yeah, no, you gave yourself a +8, but that was a roll of 5. +3
Yeah,
is an 8.
so that's not good. That's not good anyway.
No, it's not.
We're not going to be able to hit one another.
Wow.
Seems that way, doesn't it? Okay, so they're asleep. They are going to remain asleep. Same for them. Elf time. What you up to?
Alright, so BO4-1 and BO4-2. I don't like how they look, alright? They're looking at this girl behind me, and I'm like, nah, yeah, you're not allowed to touch that. We need that alive.
Hopefully you don't say that out loud.
Do you say that out loud? Because I am
No.
standing behind you.
Oh. I am a teen in elf year, so I get to think these thoughts. So let's see, which one looks ugly? I'm gonna see which one looks uglier here. Pass-headed one. Which one looks uglier? Okay, -2 looks uglier. Got it. So,
yep, second one definitely.
so I pinpoint BO4-2 with my eyes. I do that thing with like a point in my eyes. I point at him. I swing my glaive out, kind of pointing down. I start running towards him, right? And before I get up to him, I kind of slide on my feet and use my momentum to swing my glaive around, give him a good chop across the abdomen.
Mm-hmm.
This RP better have gotten me something.
Mm-hmm. It gives you a roll of a 2.
Something's wrong here.
So you slip on some leaves and kind of slide right past him.
In my mind, that was a lot cooler.
Just gonna watch him slide by. Thief, what is your alignment?
I'd say, I don't know, like chaotic. Good.
Okay.
It changed after prison.
That's what I call the obvious correct answer. Chaotic good. Alright. So you speak common, you speak chaotic, and what is your intelligence? Intelligence 12, so those are the 2 languages you speak. Just out of curiosity.
Okay.
Okay, so chaotic good.
I speak so many languages. Holy crap.
Right. I mean, living that long is gonna pay off somehow, right?
Shit.
Okay, Terry, you saw the cleric come over and slam one of these guys to the ground. The other one is still climbing up toward you. What are you doing?
I want to leap off the tree as far towards the sleeping dudes as possible. No.
Okay, we'll do that as a check. What is your dexterity number?
My dexterity
Yeah, the dexterity
is...
score.
The value is 18.
Okay, so there should be a button up there that says check or check row.
Yeah.
There's that, and when it asks you for a number, you put in your dexterity score.
Okay. Nope.
Hey, hey, you had a 10% chance of not making that. I feel like maybe you should be proud of that anyway. Because it's so likely.
Oh, because I rolled less than... Yeah. I can't jump out of the tree?
You can. You just hurt yourself.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, fuck's sake.
That was a nat 20.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I rolled a natural 20. Just checking that. That's why I was like, I don't understand why I was happening.
Okay, so they were 10 feet up, and they were still away from you. How high up were you?
Ooh.
I wouldn't be too high up, but I think I would be around 20 feet. Maybe somewhere between like 15, 20 feet.
How many bones?
Oh, fuck's sake. I rolled it physically, and then I thought maybe if I rolled it in roll 20, at very least, you would know that I'm not, like, tracking up the damage. You literally just do 7 damage to yourself.
Awesome. Wonderful.
So we've...
Yep.
Well, we've lost our thief.
Yeah, you just kind of saw him belly flop onto the grass. And he just kind of...
He bounced a little.
Gets comfortable there. Abigail, what are you up to?
Well,
Yeah, I was about to move myself.
yeah, after watching the thief just tragically die over there,
Wonderful.
she doesn't really want to stick around. So she will toss a dagger at the barbarians in group 4 and then dart off a little ways.
Okay. I mean, you had a dex of 18. There was literally only a 10% chance that would have happened.
Well,
I mean, you look at our past rolls. Was there any
Yes.
doubt that this was going to go well?
it's following a trend.
I mean, 11 gets closer than anything has so far. So far, none of your rolls have gotten over like a 10, except for the one that needed to be under a 10.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a question. How do you guys want to handle death?
Goodbye.
I mean, is it?
by
I usually
but-
know it as the 3 saving throws. Death makes 0 hit points.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
but I
5e way.
really died.
That's the 5e way of doing it. The way of doing it by the book, according to this version, is 0 is just dead. Another way to do it is sort of 1e/3rd edition version, which is you're basically going to lose 1 HP every turn, and if you get to 10, you are just gone.
I
But
kind of like that one.
people can stabilize you, but they have to give up their turn to do it.
Kind of like that because it simulates internal bleeding.
Yeah, and I can come out and heal you. That's kind of what I
Did I like skewer myself or something?
No, you just jumped from 20 feet up and like belly flopped onto the grass. That's
Your ribs
Okay.
are in your lungs right now.
Wonderful.
Are we going by the first edition then?
that is what I am asking you guys right now.
Well, what I would think is we're at pretty low level. It would make sense if I died, I died.
I
We
feel
can
like
do
you'd
it.
still like be able to hang on by a thread for like 10 turns.
You're just slowly bleeding out. You know, the light is dimming,
Okay.
the pain is slowly fading, which is a bad sign.
Your arms weak,
Knees are heavy.
legs weak,
It's
arms
vomiting and
spaghetti.
sweating already.
If that's the case, I probably would have just run over and bandaged him or whatnot rather than run away.
I mean, how you guys want to handle it now is basically how we're going to handle it from now on.
I'm okay with whatever the leader says.
I mean, if you landed head first, then I'd understand like insta death. But this dude belly flopped. He's got a chance.
Okay, we'll go with -10 then?
Or
Okay.
isn't it like half your hit points?
No,
Well,
that's 5e again.
Yeah.
I don't think we need it to be half our hit points. That's ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. I'd say I throw my vote in for the -10.
We can just say hit point once it gets to your hit points. Because -10's a lot.
I like hit point.
I don't know what that means. What does it
Like-
mean?
Once it gets to your hit point value, like negative, your hit point value. You know what I mean?
That kind of gets a little much as soon as we start leveling past 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, -10 is great for you guys right now. It's not going to be quite as great later on, but at least be consistent.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
I
fine
like
with it.
taking -10.
Okay. And then it doesn't take any special check or anything. It's just you have to give up your turn to stabilize them and keep them from... Plus a turn. See, I thought that was just for 3rd edition, but like if you asked me to find it right now, I couldn't find it. But somewhere in 1st edition, that's how they did it as well. As
Yeah.
long as Sorry, what?
In the version I play, like Labyrinth Lord, you just roll a save, and if you lose your save, then you're dead.
Yeah, that's sort of the way I play 5th edition, which is like I don't have time. I don't have the patience for all those death saves, so I'm like, if you succeed once, you succeeded, but you still have to fail 3 times because otherwise people throw a fit. How do you guys want to handle crits while we're handling stuff like this?
Double damage?
Roll 2 die or roll an extra die.
I like rolling extra die of attack.
Yeah,
Just roll
double
it.
damage would be quite a bit.
Double weapon die?
Yeah, not including your bonuses or anything, just the die.
Just
Okay,
the die.
so 5e style. Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Now we don't have to stop again to figure out how to handle that. Okay, so you are dying. Magic user, would you like to go back in time about 6 seconds and change what you do?
Sure. So she had a brief vision of herself throwing the dagger and valiantly running away.
After all I just did do.
Now,
Well,
on my
she-
turn, I can come back and heal him.
Yeah, but you're good at violence, right? I'd much rather you do the violence.
Okay.
So far, nobody's good at
Nobody's
violence.
really good at violence at this point.
Even the barbarians who live in violence are good at
Okay. That is completely true, yes.
Okay, so
Or
you
cleric
run
is the most
over
fun.
and
And I
start
do,
doing stuff?
yes, I do basic medicine.
Ooh, okay.
Actually, now that I think about it, I think our thief has done the most violent thing so far.
I cannot believe your sneak attack didn't hit. That is,
Yeah.
I've never seen that happen. Like, ever.
I've done the most damage, but it's to myself.
They're asleep. Okay, so these guys turn from their bush, and they're both gonna try and they're both gonna spend time just going raw, kind of DBZ style. And you think that might mean something where they come from, but you're not sure what it might be.
It probably means they're angry and they want to hit me.
It could mean they surrender.
I can't believe they actually hit.
fuck's sake. Okay, that's one we can. Okay, so let's see. They get a plus to their hit rolls. Nothing to damage. Thank fucking God, because otherwise you guys are all yeah. Otherwise everyone would die.
Oh, good. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought it would be. I mean, it's still bad. It's like literally half.
Yeah, you go to dodge out of the way of the first one, and he just gets you like dead on. But that means that you didn't get to hop back in the way of the other one, so he misses. This guy. All right. This guy's gonna. One of them's gonna continue climbing the tree for some reason. The other one's gonna struggle, futilely against your holding him down.
Oh my God.
What do you dream about?
I dream about pigs.
Oh, cool.
Just stealing pigs, cooking pigs,
Hmm.
watching pigs. Yeah.
Watching them.
Mostly
Okay.
just pig stuff.
Just piggy things.
Yeah.
Okay, so Alamo, what are you up to?
Alright, first, I remember myself. Then, I don't like how this dude had just smacked me across the jaw with his big stick. So,
Stone axe.
I hate
Might
how
have
he
been
hit me with
worse.
it. So, I heft my Alvin Miguel, like overhand, two-hand style. I power up my levels too.
Okay, good. Now you guys confusion.
And I come down with a big chop. I'm gonna cut him like right in half with this attack.
Oh,
Oh.
yes, you might.
Oh hey, guess what he gets to eat?
A D10 plus 1.
Yeah, guess what? 9.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Uh, he just kind of. I mean, you chopped down at him, so you like caught him in the neck and didn't stop until you were basically at his stomach, and he just kind of goes, and then falls. So whatever it is, you have no idea because you don't speak his language, but you assume he just cursed you.
Good.
Or you can assume he apologized.
It could
I
be
don't need that.
Yeah. 3, they're asleep. Reginald.
Reginald, all right. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look down at the guy under my mace, and I'm going to growl at him very loudly and try to intimidate him to not follow me. Is there something I can do to, like an intimidate or something, to try to...
I mean, there's basically like almost no chance that they're gonna run, and when you growl at, no, he's not going to. When you growl at him, he just goes,
All right, so after he does that back, then I'm going to poke at him again with my hammer.
Right.
Maybe this time with a little more force.
Okay. But you did specifically say that you're doing non-lethal damage, so...
Right.
Unless I'm mistaken, that is a D10 plus 2?
Okay. Let's get my dices out. Roll 1d10 plus 2.
Yes.
Roll.
Okay, so yeah, you basically knock him right the fuck out.
Now I'm going to use my movement to run back to the thief.
Okay. Huh. You can see she's working on him. Seems to have stabilized him for the most part, but still not in good shape.
I'll look up at her and say, "I got this from here."
Fine with me. Have at it.
And what do you do? I mean, aside from saying "fine with me, have at it," what do you do? Because
Well,
it's your turn, you see.
Yes, I am going to throw a dagger and then valiantly step
Is
farther
it
away.
at anyone in particular?
Yep, it's going to be at the B04 group as I go by.
The one's fighting the elf. Okay.
Yeah.
There's one of those left. So, dagger throw. Go, dagger. Hey, you hit them. Or him. You hit him.
Wow.
It's the karma from my good deed of, well, the week.
Okay, so that would be a D4 plus 1, no?
Yep, it will be.
That'll do.
Yeah, so Elf, you chop this guy, you hear his last curse in some language you don't speak. Meanwhile, his friend is taking that opportunity to just, like, raise his stone axe above, and he's just gonna smash your head in, and a dagger just catches him in the neck, and, like, he falls backwards with his axe and just kind of goes... And now they are both dead.
Nice.
Whew. That was a good round for you guys. They're asleep. They are just one guy, and he is going to roar as well. You know, just kind of roar. And he's actually going to do exactly what the thief did.
Exactly what I did?
Let's hope so.
Well, I mean, he has the same intention that you had. Let's call that. What do you call against a fall? I guess paralysis, since it's basically like knocking the breath out of you kind of stuff.
I guess so.
So yeah, let's switch over to this. And he is going to roar, and then he is going to try and beat a 14. Wow. Okay, so he actually does jump down.
It's a good thing I didn't see that.
He's going to jump down, and basically he dropped his stone axe at the bottom of the tree, and he just jumped out and away from the tree. So he like jumps out and does this nice little roll, then realizes he has no weapon, just kind of shrugs that off and tries to punch you in the face. I'm going to say he connects, but he connects with the metal helmet of your armor.
Mm-hmm.
So it basically hurt his hand more than it hurt you, because it didn't hurt you at all.
Nice.
I'm just gonna grin.
You just like turn your face to him and grin.
Get a little Hulkamania.
So one of these pigs, you find a farm.
Okay.
A farm where the owners are always sleeping. And all the pigs in the area are just made out of like bacon and steaks, not skin or like blood or bones or anything. They're just made up of like steak and bacon and
The best pigs.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Elf, what are you up to?
Okay, so the one that we got left is BO2, and everyone else is asleep.
I mean, there's one guy up, but he just punched the cleric in the side of the head, and he can probably take care of himself. The rest are asleep, so...
This would be an apt chance to destroy everyone who's already asleep.
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
You're not asleep, you're unconscious.
Oh, same thing.
No, see, there's a difference. I put those people to sleep. You put yourself to sleep.
So what is the elf doing?
Okay, so yeah, I feel like the cleric can indeed handle himself. So, since I'm gonna go walk up to these guys who are sleeping, you know, just kind of bleeding from the head a bit, not of my mind. I'm gonna start rummaging through their pockets.
Just
Maybe moving their weapons away from their bodies.
Nah, they'll be fine.
so basically what's going on is you're gonna walk over here and wake somebody up.
That wakes them up? No,
Why don't you just put them into a deeper sleep?
I already used my spell.
I mean, with your blade.
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't do that. Like,
Fine.
if you have a bladed weapon, it's an insta-kill.
Alright, I'm just gonna, like, I keep forgetting words. I'm just gonna flip my blade upside down.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna just step down at the nearest one. Just start making my way through them.
Okay. Doing it that way, you managed to kill about 4 of them in just a few seconds, because you just kind of, you know, stab. Didn't take that long.
There's just music going on in my head. It's just like da 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 da.
Stab. Yeah, so you walk over and finish off most of them.
What a big disgrace.
Reginald, you just got ineffectually punched in the side of the head.
Mhm.
What are you gonna do now?
Well, I have a rules question here. Are there any special mechanics concerning concentration when casting a spell?
I mean, if you're gonna cast a spell, that's basically what you can do aside from movement.
Okay. I'm just asking if I need to make like some kind of check to be sure that this guy doesn't interrupt me.
No.
Alright. So, basically, he punched me in the face, and I didn't even notice. I'm going to ignore him completely. And cast... name of the spell.
Cure light wounds?
Cure Light Wounds, that's it.
Yeah.
How do I do that? Let's see. Is it my turn? How do I cure Light Wounds? I didn't see I had the spell.
Let's see, it's cleric first, I believe, so yes. No, it's druid first. So there's magic user, where is cleric? Jeez, illusionist. Spellcast, what? Oh, cleric is first, I was just looking at the wrong section. Alright, so there's level 1. Blast, Great Water, Cure Light Wounds. It looks like we will do... it's a D8, it looks like.
1d8. Do I get any bonuses for my wisdom?
Let's see, yeah.
That's good.
Oh, good, I finally got the music back. Like, that combat music, that just, like, that is mental lubrication. Like, when it stopped, I just, like, everything is awkward.
I can hardly hear the music sometimes, and it makes me sad.
Yeah, so 1d8 plus what? Yeah, plus 2, no?
I think that's my modifier. Let me double check. Is it plus my modifier?
Oh, yeah, if we're gonna...
Yeah, it's 2.
There you go. So 1d8
Alright. 1d8 plus 2.
Basically, a thief is almost completely healed, no matter what.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh yeah, how about that?
Okay. So you
Really
cast a
good.
spell.
Oh,
Going to be okay now.
You heal freaking 8 points off him. And so now he's just kind of asleep to you.
Oh, can I like wake him up?
Okay. So, Thief, you are about to just bite into the haunches of one of these bacon pigs.
nice.
And one of
Very
the
rude,
pigs stands up on 2 legs and rushes over and just starts shaking your shoulders. And then you wake up and it's the cleric.
No, I was gonna stab the pig. There. Okay, I feel great, I assume.
Uh-oh, it's saying my connection to the server's been interrupted, so I'm not sure if that means I'm gonna drop.
Still hear you, oddly
I hear
enough.
fine.
I'm just saying it, if I do drop, that'll be why.
Okay.
Abigail, what you up to?
Well, seeing the turn in battle, Abigail will cautiously come back.
Quite the timid piece, ain't you?
Okay, who are you trying to get to?
Well, I was coming a little closer and I figured I could throw a dagger at B02.
Sure. The one trying to punch the cleric. Go for it.
Yeah. And I'm assuming my dagger sails into another tree.
You know what? On the computer we're using for Twitch, like I see your roll, but on my computer it's just not showing up.
Oh, I think you're losing connection pretty good then.
Yeah.
Guess now we have to use a combination of Twitch and Roll20.
No, it's the computer that's streaming to Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has.
We will say,
Oh.
I mean, yeah, we'll say that you just managed to freaking graze him, so go ahead and roll that damage. Should be a D4
All
plus 2, plus 1, plus 1.
Plus 1.
D4 plus 1.
So a tiny nick in his ear appears.
Wait, 4 damage?
Yeah.
No, that's full on catching him in his neck.
Oh, done then.
Yeah, so,
Are very angry and bleeding heavily.
Cleric, he comes over and punches you just in the metal part, and you try and grin at him, and he just kind of goes, and like makes his hands into claws like he's going to try and choke you. And then he grows a dagger out of his neck. And for some reason that makes him think that it's a good idea to die, and so he does that. Seems prudent at the time.
Mhm.
Now, how much of that did you guys miss because I'm roboting?
No.
You were
No. You
That's
sound
weird.
fine.
So like
Grew a dagger out of his neck, and then he thought it'd be a good idea to die.
the chat and the music is like fucking up for me, and it keeps telling me my connection to the server is interrupted. But at the same time, I apparently sound fine to you guys.
Yeah, you're doing
Yeah.
fine.
All right. These guys are asleep, basically meaning combat is over.
All right. Abigail starts picking up her fallen daggers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going
Yeah, I'm
to bind. I think I got some rope. Pretty sure I do.
Pick up. Pick up.
Ooh, hey.
I am poking the corpses I have previously stabbed with a stick to make sure they are indeed dead.
Digging through the hacked bush to find my dagger.
Okay, how many did you throw? It was like one
I
per
threw
round,
3.
right? So, oh, you
thought
threw
you-
3?
I
Okay.
thought you threw 2 because you had to rewind 1 to go do something.
No, I threw 4, but we re-round it, so I ended up throwing 3. I'm
Okay.
gonna have to stock up on more daggers.
I mean,
Like,
it wasn't on the
ammo.
official list, but I mean, there are darts too.
I think it'd be more prudent if she had just bandoliers of knives.
Yeah, that makes for a much cooler looking adventure.
Like she's wearing like a robe or whatever. We're just walking, and something comes, so she just flips it over. There's just knives dangling from like every inch of the thing, and
Okay,
her
so
body.
are-
It's like, all right.
So are you guys gonna follow the cleric's lead and tie the survivor, the 3 survivors up, or?
3?
Yeah, there's the 2 that you 2 from the group you put to sleep, and then he just knocked out 1.
Okay.
Why are we letting them live?
Because these were men trying to get their next meal. There was no reason that we had to kill them.
Yes, they were trying to kill us.
It
I
doesn't
think
matter.
that was a very good reason.
No, I agree with the cleric here. Yeah, I'm gonna walk up to the guy who's tied up and attempt to slice off his ear.
What is the reason for
You
that?
won't
What are you
kill him, but
doing?
you'll torture him.
Is this what you humans use in ear soup?
Okay, so you tie all 3 of them up. Then what is it? The elf walked up and cut his ear off.
No, it was the
The thief.
Okay, so the thief walks up and cuts his ear off, and he like comes screaming back to life, just like.
Now, seeing that I'm also chaotic, am I picking up your message from our common? I'm going to assume that they're chaotic as well. Our common chaotic roots here.
Interesting.
yeah. I'm chaotic as well.
No, he seems to be speaking in a language that's like, I mean, it's just their language.
I'm gonna cut off his
All
door.
right. So what I'm going to do is speak in the chaotic language, quote unquote, and which is just going to be a matter of me standing very tall and having a very angry, dominant position over them to kind of communicate that they're going to back down.
Interesting. Well, the guy with two bleeding ear holes just kind of like looks between you guys and then spits at the thief.
I don't think he likes you.
I can't imagine why.
I'm going to laugh a little bit because he did just hurt him, so I'm going to take the barbarian side on that altercation.
Let's see here.
Do I have oil in my inventory? Yes, I do. Okay.
Okay, so yeah. So he doesn't seem to have. I mean, if he did understand, he didn't react. So
All right, so
kind of
how
bleeding
far
dead.
are we from town?
I mean, like still a day's travel away, right?
Like, would we be able to reach there by nightfall?
No.
All right, so we'd still have another camping night.
And apparently 3 prisoners now.
I mean, do we have to take them with us?
I'm going to insist that I'm going to say, we'll take these to town, these people to town. They could probably have some valuable information that could help the town out from these. I'm assuming they're invading the town as well. These 3 people could be used to the town's benefit.
I don't understand how. Like, as prisoners?
As prisoners, yes, negotiations.
I don't.
They're barbarians, right?
Yep.
Right, but they still care for their own.
Not if they've been proven weak. I think that's the barbarian way, right?
And the one who had his ears taken off is clearly weak.
Clearly.
Clearly.
I'm sure if you let him go, they'd kill him. You know,
It'd
put him
be-
out of his misery.
Then
That's
that's
mercy, just to tie him to this tree and leave him there.
Can you hear me? My thing's not getting too loud. Okay, there we go. So that's more reason to take them to town.
Well, damned if we do, damned if we don't.
I'd say we just leave them on their own. That's mercy, right?
You know, I feel like dragging them to town would be even more fun, though. We walk in with these guys tied up, and we can be like, look what we did. We killed these guys. And the whole town is filled with these people.
Or we just take their heads then.
I'm not going to be up for that one.
Okay, well, teach their own.
I mean, look, we can bring them into town, and if they take their heads then that's what happens.
And we're not feeding them though, right?
No.
We don't need to feed them.
Okay, you gather it all together. Their stone axes. I mean, you don't imagine even these guys really paid anything for those. But they do each have a few coins, and it adds up to 89 silver. Like between all 10 of them.
I want to take their stone axes and lodge them firmly into the corpses, so it almost looks like they killed one another.
Okay.
Well, we could take them to town and sell them as a novelty item.
No. Better cover our tracks and make it look like they just killed each other.
I mean, you're welcome to do that.
I am doing that.
No, I mean,
Oh, sell the axes?
yeah.
Why did we focus on stone when they got metal work?
Well, yeah, that's why you have to find the, privileged buyer who can be talked into buying, well, anything.
How about we find that guy first, then we can come back and get these axes.
Put some feathers on the axes and say they were like belong to the tribal chief or something.
I mean, These guys probably do have a travel chain.
Yes, who's going to hunt us down once they discover their missing warband?
Well, with their own axes embedded in them. I say that as I just flick another one down into a dead body skull. I mean, I don't think they're gonna know the difference. I mean, crap, you saw what happened when they went after Fairy. They threw down their stuff and started climbing that tree instead of, I don't know, chopping the tree down. When you threw that dagger at that tree, they went after the bush. I don't think they're gonna know any better.
Well, I say we're wasting time here dealing with this. They've already taken up enough of our traveling time.
Yes, let's get on our way. And she starts walking towards the road.
Yeah, I'll see you guys at the Two Feathers then. Yeah, bye.
So, I have 50 feet of hempen rope. Is there anything... I'm just trying to pick up the rules from this one. Is there anything that we can do to make sure that they're more secure with having them tied up? Like, I don't know if the thief would have some rope tying skills.
I mean,
I might, but I'm not on board with taking them.
Yeah, that could be a problem too.
I'm pretty sure you know how to tie some pretty good knots.
Yeah, I'm just going to be ignoring the prisoner. The whole thing. I'm grumpy. Bruh.
Okay. Let's.
I mean, tie enough knots, you've got a good knot. Just tie a bunch.
Tie a bunch of knots. Okay, I'm going to tie a bunch of knots, and I'm going to have them kind of in a chain.
A chain of knots.
A chain. Well, like everybody's tied to the same rope.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of those kindergarten things where they're all holding onto the rope.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Alright, so let's see here. Overland movement. I also need to use the bathroom, but I'm not doing that. Let's figure out how fast you guys go first. And then
Well,
use the bathroom.
slower now with prisoners.
Oh, if they slow us down, they're going to get kicked.
Yeah, that's another thing is they definitely will slow you down. Aerial combat plans, movement rates. To find the distance traveled in a day, divide the normal movement rate per turn by 5. But by turn, they mean 3 times whatever your slowest one is. So basically 90 is what they mean. 90 feet. Divide that by 5, and that's how many miles in a day you can travel. So, I mean, you're only as fast as your slowest person, which is 90 feet per turn, or 18 miles a day. Let's see. Skill mapping starting out. Blah, 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 blah. Just food. Where is... right. Okay, so 18 miles, what does that mean? Like, basically, what does that mean? how long is a day worth of travel?
How long is 18 miles?
Well, imagine it's 18 miles in 12 hours, wouldn't it?
So we're moving how fast now? In 30 feet a second? 30 feet every 6 seconds?
Since you guys are starting out at 6 a.m., you guys are going to stop at 6 p.m.?
No.
I would try to have us push on a little bit further than we probably should.
You know what?
Yeah.
You guys are gonna have to you guys will have to stop me.
90 feet per minute inside a dungeon, so 90 times 60 is 5,400 miles, 5,280. You guys go a little over 1 mile an hour.
So it's going to take us 18 hours.
A little over, so however that.
18 and a half.
However that adds up.
So it's going to be 12, 6, another 6. So it's going to be like midnight if we keep going.
Yeah, I'm not willing to walk that long.
Yeah, I'm not used to working that hard.
No, I think it'd be wise to start setting up camp or looking for a place to camp a half hour before dark.
Yeah, so this time of year, what time is it dark out?
It's noon, so it's 102%. What is 102% of 1?
102% of 1.
So you guys go 1.02 miles an hour.
What?
I mean, I probably don't need the decimals, but I mean, it's interesting to know.
Let's see this out. So we have 18 miles, 1.02 miles an hour. Yeah, I think it's about 17 hours and 6/10 minutes.
Okay. Okay, the average person is awake for 16 hours a day.
We're not doing this in one run.
No, let's.
If you guys are gonna want to stop after 12, then I'm not gonna put too big of a fight.
Okay, so 18 miles is 95,040 feet. Now, how do I divide that by 16? Divide that by 16, that's 5,940.
So we're going to travel for about 12 o'clock. The problem is we travel another
I thought we started at 6.
Yeah, it started out at 6.
Okay, we started at 6. We went... I know we're traveling now.
I mean, yeah, that combat would have lasted...
Seconds.
Yeah, like a minute
It
or
was
two.
the portion afterwards where we had the discussion, what do we do with the guys, and search the dead bodies and such. That took time.
For
Yeah.
6 hours?
Probably would have taken like 5 minutes, maybe.
Oh, really?
All that
That's it?
time. 5,
Okay,
10,
so
I don't know. Depends on,
Let's
how,
say we said it's 7 then.
depends on how casual you guys were. Yeah, so after all that math, you guys go a little over 1 mile an hour, which is what I said when I was estimating. Okay.
Alright, so we're going to travel about 12, 13 hours then.
Yeah, something like that. I need to use a bathroom right now, so I'm gonna set the Twitch channel to the picture of the owlbear. Owlbear.
Which owlbear?
You know, the owlbear.
The one that ate our sorcerer or the other one?
Yeah, that's the one.
Ah,
The owlbear. Okay, I will be right back. I have to use the bathroom. Hold on.
That's an owlbear.
so this has to be precedent for what's going to happen. We're all going to miss. And then we power up, and then we hit.
Wonderful.
Just don't throw yourself off a tree again.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna avoid that.
I still can't believe you had to roll lower than an 18. And you get a natural 20.
No,
Hey,
it's my
Matt.
luck.
And this barbarian dude just had to roll over a 14.
Yeah.
Oh no. Original hit, dude. That's good. Oh, this is just gonna be... Well, thank goodness I spent a bit of time translating the rest of my spells into Elvish. Now it's like, now I have a thing to say for all of them. If I don't die.
It's good we took a break because I had to switch my headset.
What is
It
that?
looks like that's what's going on.
It was wireless, so it died.
Oh,
Well, It was dying.
I hope we didn't stop recording the audio because I sure as hell haven't.
No,
Yeah, I'm still recording.
I'm still
Okay.
recording as well. Yeah.
Can't believe I've already eaten up half a gigabyte.
Uh,
Yeah, it's gonna be a big old file.
I mean, but this is like 2 hours in though, so I think as long. Let me think. Even if we go for like 6 hours, we'd only then be tipping about 3 gigabytes.
yeah, we could break it up. I mean, we could all pause on a countdown and then restart.
Yeah, I'm not thinking so much pause. It's just, like, it's just we'd have to go like 6 hours before it really even got to what you call a big size, and even then, it's relatively small for like,
I guess
yeah. And crap, you stream videos with this, it's like, ooh, 10 gigs. Let's go. That's why I stopped using fraps, actually. It'd be like, not only did it tank performance, but then you'd be stuck with about 60 to 70 gigabytes of file.
Okay, so how long are you guys traveling?
I'm good to travel until sundown, so whenever that is.
Okay. Can somebody look up when sundown is in June?
It's pretty late.
I feel like this is before we set ourselves an hour backwards.
Yeah, that's the other side of daylight savings.
So probably, so if I set it an hour ahead, or like, so maybe around 7.
7's about right, yeah.
About where it
That
should
sounds
be.
right to me.
It'd be between like
Sunset,
6:30
7
because the sun probably starts to go down, and then 7 it's dark.
Yeah, I mean, it depends where we are in the world.
That too.
But kind of in Toronto, sundown is 7. 5. No, that's not right. What's this doing?
Okay, so here we go. June 7th of this year. Sunrise was at 6:15.
Sunset
and
is at
sunset was 8:43.
so 9, we'll say.
Yeah, so you guys are starting out roughly 7. You know, you hang around camp, you eat, you whittle, you fight to the death with almost a dozen barbarians, and then set out around 7.
Yeah.
So
Some of the day's work. I
Pretty
died.
good.
It's fine.
pretty good for a morning, I'd say.
I like to
Meaning-
die once a week.
That would be 12, 13, 14 hours? 14 hours of traveling to get to
Right.
get to sundown.
We just have 4 more hours to go.
Okay, so if we do this here, then we'll just call this 6, 8. That's 16. That would be 15. That would be 14. So if you guys ride right up until it's basically nighttime, it'd be like there.
Cool.
Freak out.
You are full of music, it seems.
Yeah, well. And, meanwhile, these guys basically try to make a bolt for it basically every hour.
Nice.
Can't we just like...
First couple times, it's pretty laughable because they all... one of them, they'll just kind of, I mean, they're constantly in a state of, like, muttering to each other in whispers, or not whispers, but, you know, just like...
Can we gag them?
And anytime I hear them talking, I'm going to give them a good smack. Check.
They start getting a big grin on their face when you do that.
Oh, the cheeky little bastards, are they?
Anyway, yeah, but first couple times they do it, they're just kind of muttering to each other, and then one of them will, "Cheers up!" and then they all bolt in different directions.
Well, they are
about
tied up.
for about a couple inches, and then they all just reach the end of their ropes and fall to the ground, yelling at each other. But they eventually start to get their act together, and so it starts to require your attention. But yeah, you guys get within, I'm going to say, holy fuck, like another day's march will get you to the crossroads.
I don't know if I can deal with this tomfoolery for a whole other day.
Okay, so if necessary, may include forced march. Characters can move 50% further than the normal day's movement. However, the whole day after the forced march must be spent resting. So there you go. You guys could move at 50% further in a day, but then you'd have to spend the entire next day like recuperating from that.
I don't know.
Yeah, that would probably be a bad idea.
So hold on, let me
At least
do this.
until for this leg, we can force through tomorrow.
50% puts us about, so a whole day puts us about like right there. And then another 50% would put us like right there.
Yeah, what if we cut through? Like, what is the landscape? Are there is it forest around?
There are little bits of forested area, but it's not an actual forest. It's just, woods, basically. If that makes sense.
And these roads, are they governed at all? Like, is there like
Really,
guards
Kingswood?
or something that periodically travel the roads to keep the king's peace?
I mean, it's not paved or anything, but it is like obviously a main road.
So it's like a trading route. So
Yeah.
it would be within their interest to keep this area safe.
Yeah, that's my question is, back in the day, if you go in the fantasy setting, there are, they'll have guards going up and down the roads periodically to, keep bandits and such at bay.
Okay, so you guys should already be moving 50% further. Where did we start out?
Around here?
Yes. And then you guys are like 7, 12, 16. So you guys should already be moving, except it's 8, 24. So you guys should have progressed like another 8 miles or so because you're on like a decent road.
Oh, yeah.
So there you go. You guys are within like a couple miles of the crossroads.
No cutting through the woods then.
Yeah. I was thinking about it. I was like, you guys are on a good road. You should be moving faster. So yeah, you guys could move. If you were to do the forced march thing, then it would be what? What's 18 times 2? 36 miles in a day?
Where would that put us?
I don't know.
Let's see here.
If you hold Alt, it'll stop blocking you to that. So
Oh, good.
3 miles to the crossroads. 8 miles. And then what's 8 plus 15?
23.
23. So 23 miles. So basically, you guys should reach it by the end of the next day
That's good news.
without even having to hurry or anything. Okay. So here is the question. Who is doing the watch and in what order?
Terry will offer to take the second watch.
I'll take first watch.
Who is I?
Reginald will take first watch.
Reginald.
I need to change my name before I
I mean, the elf makes sense for the third.
Yeah.
And then magic users morning. Now, since everybody basically has to rest 8 hours, if everyone takes 2-hour watches, I think that only extends it by like what 2 hours, so that you guys only have to camp for 10 hours. Is that right? Am I doing that math right?
I think so.
Yeah.
No, that
yeah.
leaves 2 hours uncovered, but shh, don't tell anyone.
No, I think it's right. To be honest.
We're all missing out on 2 hours of sleep, so we'd have to camp for 10.